I don't know why I had to think so hard about that one. Spawning in the bottom left corner of the map from Complexity Sound Blaster is going to be the orange Zerg player, Moosegills, leading the series 1-0.
In the bottom, or the top right, as the pink Zerg, it's Kane.
Kane lost that game for a couple of different reasons. Obviously, the move command probably hurt him the most. But I got to give Moosegills credit, too. Like, when he did catch Kane, he had such an overwhelming number that even if Kane didn't move command into those roaches, I think the numbers were like 62 to 49 or something. Like, that was still going to be a really hard fight to take for Kane. But the stress is we saw just how close that came on the defensive fight. That upgrade lead was huge, and it's really sad that Kane could not take advantage of that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was just a simple, I was looking one place and hoping he wasn't going to meet me in the middle of the map. I think we've all done that once or twice in our own games. But that happened, and well, at least it's the first game for these guys, so they're still the winners, losers, and deciders. Of course, you don't want to go to the losers, but Kane's a pretty resilient guy. You know, if he does go to the losers, I'm sure he'll be okay. And at this point, it's almost like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a strategy, right? To be like, well, if I lose to him now, but he faces this person who just won, and then he'll lose to Aegis, so then I'll definitely win the decider match.
I feel like we've definitely had these talks before, and I know we've asked players a couple times, like post-series interviews, and I know I've talked to some players casually on the side. And like, as much as I love theorizing about all this, so much of the time they're just like, I don't know, I'm just focusing on what's happening right now. Like,
you know, people actually think that this is actually what they think, because I mean, I would think the same thing, like just be like, yeah, whatever's happening right now I'm gonna do, because they're doing ladder. Yeah,
I mean, it is kind of cool to, I'm sure there are a couple, like I can see folks like QXC being a little bit strategic like that, right?
You really think that they would like plot out the entire group stage to make sure that they get the
not in terms of like
decider match?
Not in terms of like the most precise kill of all time, but you know, that sort of fantasy league style approach to it. Like, okay, I'm probably gonna win my match, so I can see someone else winning theirs. I'll probably end up fighting Protoss in the finals. But yeah, it's kind of funny because like even with patch notes and things, especially Koreans are the most notorious of all regions for this. They don't even know when patches are coming or if changes are coming. They're just like, well, we're good. We'll just play it by ear.
Yeah, they're pretty notorious about that. Yeah.
That's not just like us like pulling it out of our ass. We've actually spoken with quite a few folks about like Solar and others. Like, do you know about the patch? He's like, oh, there's a patch when? I'm like, today. Oh, it's like I didn't know.
I just can't imagine being like you know, Samsung Solar did a interview with Sojung. Did you see it?
Yeah, the English was great.
Yeah, no, he's really good English. It's always so because it's
not
his
just
too. Oh, wow, rude. It's not just that he has good English, like he knows what words to say, but his accent is like kind of that of like someone who lived in America for a while, and I don't believe he's ever has.
No.
Even for like a vacation. So, anyways,
so he's watched. He kind of has actually, because if you remember, we talked to him about this, and he learned a lot of his English from watching TV. So I mean, if you're watching a lot of American TV, of course, that's where the inflections are going to come from.
Yeah, that's true. I totally forgot my point about this, anyways. But
cool.
Point is. I swear to God, I had something like that he was answering a question there, but oh well. Yeah, a lot of lings in the way, and a Roach Warren. So good old-fashioned Roach Ling all in. And is Kane going to be prepared for it? He's already dedicating to a lair. He held off on the Roach Warren for a while. He's going to have enough of a wall that as long as he sees this, he'll be able to plug it. And he did see it with like the first Overlord. There you go.
Yeah, Expedition lost a bit of a funky wall too, but this should be good. I mean, the Evolution Chamber sadly won't get to finish. Not sure if we'll go for the cancel or the kill. If it does finish, you can always transfuse it, of course, which is really nice, but cancel, I think, is the most, ooh, pardon me, desirable. Ow! That field would hiccup, yo.
Kane might think that he's held off a rather aggressive attack. He doesn't have eyes on the third base. He almost does, but not quite. So he might be thinking something like last game, where instead the third comes down after the attack, not before. And if that's the case, then he's not going to be quite prepared for this Roach all-in. Oh, he already loses 2 queens, maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, where there's transfuse on those bad girls. This is, you know, if he never canceled the Spine Caller, this might not have gotten too out of hand. He pulls the drones to keep them in the choke. Pretty good move, but unfortunately Kane is in a bit of a rough spot. This is a bit of a rough patch.
If there's any way for him to see that this was the all-in coming, he probably doesn't even cancel like the building with the spine crawler at all, right?
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Drone count for him though is riding high. It's riding nice.
Oh god, don't go outside with the roaches.
He's gonna go for the third too. And meanwhile, Moosegills is going for the back attack. I mean, for one thing, Moosegills just in general has more units, which is nice. It's gonna give him a huge advantage. I like the tactics of possibly sneaking through the back. And oh, hey, what's this? A new sub? We don't get too many new subs nowadays. Just a bunch of tons of resubs. Not that one's better than the other, but Naps the cute. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Oh my god, no, Kane, why again?
Whoops. Oh, he said it. Okay, well, that was like yo, we had Euthermal in the European group. We got Kane in the NA group. Ooh. Now, this is kind of good for Kane fans because we classically